Material storage and records. Proper storing of materials is of primary importance. It is not enough only to purchase material of the required quality. If the purchased material subsequently deteriorates in quality because of bad storage, the loss is even more than what might arise from purchase of bad quality of materials. Apart from preservation of quality, the storekeeper also ensures safe custody of the material. It should be the function of storekeeper that the right quantity of materials always should be available in stock. A duties of storekeeper. B. Store records. C. Store's ledger. A duties of storekeeper. These can be briefly set out as follows. 1. General control over store. Storekeeper should keep control over all activities in store's department. He should check the quantities as mentioned in goods received note and with the purchased materials forwarded by the receiving department and to arrange for the storage in appropriate places. 2. Safe custody of materials. Storekeeper should ensure that all the materials are stored in a safe condition and environment required to preserve the quality of the materials. 3. Maintaining records. Storekeeper should maintain proper record of quantity received, issued, balance in hand and transferred to / from other stores. 4. Initiate purchase requisition. Storekeeper should initiate purchase requisitions for the replacement of stock of all regular stores items whenever the stock level of any item of store approaches the reorder level fixed. 5. Maintaining adequate level of stock. Storekeeper should maintain adequate level of stock at all time. He/she should take all necessary actions so that production could not be interrupted due to lack of stock. Further, he/she should take immediate action for stoppage of further purchasing when the stock level approaches the maximum limit. To reserve a particular material for a specific job when so required. 6. Issue of materials. Storekeeper should issue materials only against the material requisition slip approved by the appropriate authority. He/she should also refer to bill of materials while issuing materials to requisitioning department. 7. Stock verification and reconciliation. Storekeeper should verify the book balances with the actual physical stock at frequent intervals by way of internal control and check any irregular or abnormal issues, pilferage, etc. B. Store records. The record of stores may be maintained in 3 forms. 1. Bin cards. 2. Stock control cards. 3. Store ledger. Bin cards. It is a quantitative record of inventory which shows the quantity of inventory available in a particular bin. Bin refers to a box/container/ space where materials are kept. Card is placed with each of the bin, space, to record the details of material like receipt, issue, and return. It is maintained by store department. Stock control cards. It is also a quantitative record of inventory maintained by stores department for every item of material. In other words, it is a record which shows the overall inventory position in store. Recording includes receipt, issue, return, in hand, and order given. Advantages and disadvantages of bin cards. Advantages. 1. There would be fewer chances of mistakes being made as entries are made at the same time as goods received or issued by the person actually handling the materials. 2. Control over stock can be more effective, in as much as comparison of the actual quantity in hand at any time with the book balance is possible. 3. Identification of the different items of materials is facilitated by reference to the bin card, the bin or storage receptacle. Disadvantages. 1. Store records are dispersed over a wide area. 2. The cards are liable to be smeared with dirt and grease because of proximity to material and also because of handling materials. 3. People handling materials are not ordinarily suitable for the clerical work involved in writing bin cards. Advantages and disadvantages of stock control cards. Advantages. 1. Records are kept in a more compact manner so that reference to them is facilitated. 2. Records can be kept in a neat and clean way by men solely engaged in clerical work so that a division of workers between record keeping and actual material handling is possible. 3. As the records are at one place, it is possible to get an overall idea of the stock position without the necessity of going round the stores. Disadvantages. 1. On-the-spot comparison of the physical stock of an item with its book balance is not facilitated. 2. Physical identification of materials in stock may not be as easy as in the case of bin cards, as the stock control cards are housed in cabinets or trays. Store's ledger. A store's ledger is maintained to record of both quantity and cost of materials received, issued, and those in stock. Its being a subsidiary ledger to the main cost ledger, it is maintained by the costs/accounts department. The source documents for posting the ledger are goods received notes, materials requisition notes, etc. The first two forms are records of quantities received, issued, and those in balance, but in the third record, i.e. store ledger, value of receipts, issues, and closing balance is also maintained. Usually, records of quantities, i.e. bin cards and store control cards, are kept by the storekeeper in store department, while record of both quantity and value is maintained by cost accounting department. Difference between bin card and store's ledger. Who maintained? Bin card is maintained by the storekeeper in the store, whereas store ledger is maintained in cost accounting department. When entries are made, bin card entries are made when transaction takes place, whereas store ledger is always posted after the transaction. Quantity or value. Bin card contains only quantitative details of material received, issued, and returned to stores, whereas store ledger contains information both in quantity and value. Interdepartment transfers. Interdepartment transfers do not appear in bin card, whereas material transfers from one job to another job are recorded for costing purposes in store ledger.